Hi, I'm Daniel Bovey, and I'm running for mayor of West Chicago this April 1st, 2025. Question one is please tell us about yourself. Why are you running for office? What talents do you bring to the office? In 2023, I became fairly well known when my permitted and inspected greenhouse was failed by a new inspector and I was fined $20,000. While I was sitting in West Chicago's municipal court for 7 months, I saw dozens of my neighbors fined up to $1,500 for petty issues. I saw a senior fined for having a bird feeder. When I researched, I found that 98.5% of these cases decided in this court were found liable. I also saw a yawning gap between the interests of residents and those of City Hall. While the community is asking for a revived downtown, customer-friendly services, and help with water bills, City Hall is focused on finding residents and buying up properties to build a $20 to $25 million new City Hall. The first job of any leader is to care about the people they serve. A mayor should be an expert in understanding and prioritizing the needs of the people. And I'm running because I have listened to the people of West Chicago, I care about their needs, and I believe I can bring much needed changes. I think those who know me would describe my leadership style as relationship-focused team building combined with directness and a focus on asking the right questions. A problem has to be defined before it can be solved. It's hard to pastor a small church for 25 years without truly caring about the people, and it's hard to grow a business for 25 years without being willing to make difficult decisions. That's what I have been doing, and I believe I can bring those talents and abilities to the city of West Chicago and make a difference there. Question two, what are the two most significant issues facing your community? If elected, how do you plan to address these issues? First, our downtown is languishing. The city has been buying up real estate for 20 years and now owns 54 properties in the downtown area. Removed from the tax rolls, these properties cost millions to maintain and are a drag on our local economy. The result is a downtown which is stagnant and struggling. A new approach is needed. The big development city leaders hoped to draw to West Chicago has not materialized in over 25 years. The longer we wait to change course, the bigger the problem becomes. We need to look at some different solutions and build small, focusing on small businesses. Second, public safety must be the priority of our infrastructure projects. Remediation of the city-owned brownfield on Washington must be completed and all radioactive pipes removed. The lead pipe replacement program must also be a top priority. The city needs to regain public trust through transparency. Politicians waited until they were forced by the EPA to address the lead pipe issue when they could have been transparent and proactive. At this point, we are behind the curve, but we need to prioritize the completion of that project, and I don't believe the residents should have to wait 14 years to have their lead pipes replaced. Question three, how will you promote collegiality with your board and transparency with the community? I believe that direct and open communication and relationship building is how we get things done. And that is how I have operated as a pastor and as a business owner for the last 25 years. When we started We Go for the People a year ago, transparency was one of the 4 core issues that we were promoting and fighting for within our city government. And we had several measures that we put forward to build transparency. One is the concept of an ombudsperson. An ombudsperson is a city official who has the ability to investigate complaints or issues that arise. And a perfect example of where an ombudsperson could have brought transparency would be the water billing fiasco that we had a few years back when people didn't receive a water bill for over 2 years and then received very large water bills and in some cases, water bills over $25,000. Had we had a ombudsperson at that point, we could have had those issues brought to light and transparency could have been achieved. I also have been promoting the idea of having a quarterly town hall style meeting with the city hall so that 4 times a year residents can come, ask questions of their local elected leadership, and have questions actually answered. Fourth, closing statement. Our multicultural community is not a liability, but an asset, a strength which should be embraced. My wife and I moved here. We raised our kids here because we love the diversity. We love the dual language schools. We also feel that we have the best tacos and gorditas in the county. Where national politics feel fractious and divisive, it's in our hometown that we can start building unity. Wego has an amazing heritage. Our history can be told through the railroads, through the waves of German and Irish and Mexican immigrants who came and did the hard work to make the city what it is. We should embrace it. 53% of our community speaks Spanish. Let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate Railroad Days. Let's celebrate the 4th of July. Let's celebrate September 16th. Immigrant communities start businesses. That is our strength. Let's lean into our uniqueness. Let's build a micro business market that celebrates who we are. Many businesses can't afford a $700,000 building downtown, but they could afford to lease a space in a micro business market or a food hall. Let's build a West Chicago that we can all be proud of and reflects who we are.